morning, guys. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. If you're in an area that is cold right now, I hope you guys are staying warm because it is cold where I'm at, and honestly, it doesn't get cold here very often, but when it does, it's kind of miserable because it's usually just wet and cold. Someone else is also not enjoying the cold weather. But anyways, what we're going to be doing today is a couple different projects. The first thing that I want to work on today is actually finishing up the mandrakes. They're basically done, but I need to make one little change to one of them before I can send them off to their owner. So I have them over here on my desk, and this is the one that I'm going to change. Basically, they just want me to give it a belly button and put a little stone inside the belly button. So the other one is pretty much done and good. With them, I decided to go with a blue theme with this and a green theme with that one, and I think they look pretty good. I got one more I've got to start pretty soon, but that won't be today's project. So yeah, I think I found a decent stone. They wanted a black one, so I just found this glass, it's basically a glass eye, but I think it'll work fine for a stone. Pretty much what I need to do is I need to make an indent, so what I'm going to probably do is cut a tiny little hole, pull some of the stuffing out of the way so that I can get an indent there and sew this fabric down to the layer that's underneath it. Get this done real quick, and then I'm going to be working on something that I've been looking forward to for a while. Basically, I think I mentioned it in the last vlog or the vlog before last. I am wanting to work more on basically having a film setup for taking photos and video of my art dolls, and one of you guys suggested making fake stones out of foam, so I ended up getting a piece of furniture in recently that had a bunch of foam in the box, so I saved all of it, or at least the big pieces, and I figured I could use that. Sewing it down. It feels weird. But yeah, once we get this done, I'm gonna get all those foam pieces and we're gonna work on kind of carving them and hopefully being able to paint them. And hopefully it'll look good. I've never done anything like that before, so no promises that it'll actually turn out good. Put a tiny bit of glue in there. And okay, I think that looks okay. I have to send photos to see if they like it. And then we might box these up today, but I don't know yet. Oh, it looks like I have a message on Etsy as well from someone else. I'll have to check that later. Now I'm going to put them somewhere safe, because this one's got to dry and I don't want to bump them while we're working with foam. We're probably going to get foam everywhere. So here is all my foam. And I'm going to pick just a random piece that will be a good starter project. Because there's some really large ones that I think will make good, like, backdrop walls of stones, kind of. But I just want to practice and make one stone. Oh, the sound of that. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this. This is basically a drywall cutter. I have another saw that would probably work better, but I don't want to ruin it because I'm using that currently for cutting wood for paintings. So, let's see. You know what, let me get some markers and we can actually sketch out a pattern. Oh, let's see if this works. It's just, yeah, this works. Ugh. I think this is going to just be a single stone. And then if it's not too bad to cut out, we'll try doing more complex things. Okay, these are very cloudy. I'm not too worried about making it really rough, like and bumpy, because I can fix that later. Just trying to get a basic shape and not get covered in foam. I think I'm gonna have it like slanted, like this one, kind of like Pride Rock almost in a weird way, but no, like back part. Okay, what do you guys think? Not too bad for just a simple rock. I think I'm gonna make maybe like 2 more and then we can try painting them, see how they work. Because I don't want to make a ton of them that look really good before painting and then the painting doesn't work. So I'll just make a few test ones and then we may not even use these for photos. I may end up just making better ones after practicing and seeing what works and what doesn't work. I'm gonna make like 2 more. Maybe I'll make like a couple small pieces and maybe big. I don't think I'll do a wall of stones just yet. Ugh, this is the worst thing to try and clean up. It just sticks to everything. Okay, so I kind of cleaned up and this is what I have for our 3 little testers. Honestly, they could be shaped a little bit better, but I'm just trying something. We'll see if I want to adjust them at all. I'm happy with the big one. The little one's a little bit weird, but I'm hoping once they're painted, they'll look a little bit better. Maybe next time I'll make some references. I think the walls will be pretty interesting if I end up doing them, because I think it'll be a little easier, because then it'll just be like cutting out the outlines of them and not making the 3-dimensional shapes. But yeah, I'm gonna microwave my coffee real quick and then we're gonna start painting this. Okay, if I tap it, it shouldn't shed. It's just gonna probably soak up a lot more paint. But yeah, I'm thinking of a few different things I can make, and I'm wondering, like this would be a lot easier if I had, what is it, a spray paint kind of situation, or just getting spray paint. But I was thinking, what if I got my stuffing and I glued it down to something and made bushes with it? Yeah, I'm not sure if that would work or if it would look realistic or not, but that was one thing I was thinking of. And then if I got like really thick cardstock green paper, which I could also add more color to, I could end up making strands of grass. So I could make kind of like little longer pieces of grass, because I got the fake grass, but I want to make like more of like something like that long or something. Yeah, getting in the cracks, it's gonna be a pain with this. See, that doesn't look that bad, right? I think I'll add some browns and stuff, and we could even add a tiny bit of green over it after we're done painting the actual rock color and make it look mossy. So we have a lot of things we could actually do to this. I broke it. I was brushing it too hard and one of the stones popped off. Okay, so I gave up on the small rock, but I got the other 2 ones with a basic gray layer down, and I'm gonna start adding... I need to darken the cracks, but I want to start adding some browns to the rock, just to make it look a little bit more, not so gray, because it kind of looks like concrete right now. I'm also debating if after I'm done painting these, if I should resin over them. I know it'll make them last longer. I don't have to worry about them shedding or anything, but I'm concerned about the gloss look. Like, is that what I want out of this? Definitely doesn't look like concrete now, but still doesn't look like rock. So I'll probably have to do a few different coats of different colors. It's still shedding, but again, hopefully once we get enough paint dried on it, it won't do that. Okay, so I just lost a decent amount of footage for the vlog. Thankfully there was nothing else important on my card. I had removed it and stuff, but I could have lost footage for an oil painting time lapse and a lot of other things, so yeah. Basically, I was using the card that I'm currently using now to switch over some audio files that I was recording with my new mic. I was showing you guys the new computer that we got. We got a desktop, and I was also showing a quick example of me recording my audio with our new mic, but that's all gone. So after freaking out for a little bit, I finally figured out what was happening. The SD card basically unformatted itself, so my camera wasn't reading it, the laptop wasn't reading it, this computer that it was last plugged in before having issues wasn't reading it, so something happened. I thought it was completely dead. I have 2 of them, so it's not too big of a deal, but thankfully I was able to reformat it to the camera, and it seems to be working just fine. I got that audio that I needed to record over to the laptop, and yeah, I had some cool shots of me doing audio, and maybe next time. Anyways, let me show you guys the desk setup. It's a little hard to see. I need a lens that is more of a wider lens so I don't have to step so far back because I'm literally like 6 feet from the desk or more and you can barely see the entire desk in the shot. But yeah, we have been slowly trying to build a nice little setup and it's so far looking really good. So I don't think I'm going to fake recording all of the things that I lost because even though it would have looked really nice in the vlog, I just don't want to do it. So let's get back into the other room. I have one other project I want to work on and it's just as messy as working on the stones, which those aren't done yet. I just kind of wanted to take a break from them. They're looking good so far though. But basically what we're going to work on now is a landscape for our photos. So I have this one board and you may recognize it. I used it a few times with oil painting videos as a backdrop. Basically I'd laid this down on the table and used this to paint on so it looked prettier and it was a different color or something, just so it was a bit more interesting than having the countertop color on the background. So I made this, used it a few times, and then got easels and never used it again. So I was thinking we could use the back side because the back side is basically plain and we can cut out my fake grass that I have over here. But basically we're going to cut out the grass, make it different spots here and there. I don't want the entire thing grass because that's why this looks so boring in photos, is it's just flat. I want to add some texture to it. So we'll kind of sketch out something, cut the grass, glue it in place, and anywhere that doesn't have grass, we can make into like a dirt texture. I think I can pick up stuff that's used for miniatures for making fake dirt and we can glue that down, but I don't have that right now, so we're just going to do the grass right now. Okay, I think this kind of works. I'm going to start by sketching out. My glue gun is still warming up a little bit. So I'm thinking the corners of the thing should definitely be grass. So like that. You can have grass. Don't need a ton of details on the edges. We'll probably add the other stuff there. So I'll just kind of keep something kind of natural looking. I'll probably have tons of grass left over on this. Okay, for now that looks good. I think we'll add more afterwards. Okay, once we start cutting, no going back. Camera better be recording. Okay, even with it wood, I think I like it. Okay, gluing this might be a little bit of a pain, but we'll see. Should I cut the rest out? Yeah, let's cut the rest of the pieces out first, and then we can glue it. I think this was messier than the foam. Here, okay, Puppers. He's trying to sleep in his crate and he's staring at me like, why is there smoke? This is my more industrial hot glue gun, so it gets a little bit smoky. Also, I don't use it a whole lot. Okay, need to get the vacuum for sure. Ugh. Okay, so I think this came out pretty good. Hold it up for you guys to see. I still need to do the dirt, but I gotta pick up stuff for that. So for now, I think I'm gonna call it done. I think I'm gonna call the vlog done as well. With that memory card issue, it just kind of slowed everything down. So it's getting kind of late, and I definitely need to get all the editing and stuff done. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was definitely different. We really didn't work on much art dolls, but hopefully I can get these things done and I can show them off whenever they are. The rocks, I keep forgetting how light they are. But the rocks, I'm going to do a lot more work, and I'm going to make a lot more of these. But yeah, I'm going to work a little bit more on that after I get all the editing done. Eventually, I'll work on some branches and different things like that. I want to get some plants, different things. Just, it's a lot, and I'm slowly just going to work on it. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. If so, make sure to like, subscribe, to all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!